This is Goku-san DBZ, and this is the last of the 3 normal comic book reviews for the week. This is Spider-Gwen, issue number 5, of 5, of course. It's the last of the normal ones, as of course you know I have not reviewed issue 3 because I have not been able to get a hold of issue 3, which I plan on as soon as I get a chance. And stay tuned in the near future for issue 1 of Spider-Gwen, Radioactive Spider-Gwen. Now, as we start, of course, like a little playback of previous comics, we have, of course, Matt Murdock here, which obviously we know in other realities is Daredevil. And in this reality, he's like, basically, some thought maybe he's the Kingpin, but he's basically like the Kingpin's right-hand man. He does a lot of Wilson Fisk's dirty work, as well as, of course, the Vulture as well. Of course, one thing, as I said before, I love the art design and direction in the Spider-Gwen series. As you can see, Matt Murdock's getting tickets from Felicia Hardy. And apparently her group called the Black Cats. Yeah, she's not the Black Cat in this reality. And it's an interesting story. Of course, you have the Mary Janes, which apparently once were together with Felicia Hardy. Mary Jane and the Mary Janes are basically looking because they didn't get the success that Felicia Hardy did. Now, in this world, Felicia Hardy is not from a super wealthy family like from the normal Spider-Man universe, obviously. And here, yeah, people dressed up as like cats and stuff, which is kind of weird. You have this star, which was supposed to be the first star ever, Kingpin. Now here's like a little flashback. And there's Matt Murdock, and there's the Kingpin. Matt Murdock goes out, kills Felicia's father, which had stolen the first dollar that Kingpin ever had. And so Felicia wants revenge. Now, in this world, as you can see, Felicia actually looks like she's either maybe Asian or African American. So a little different ethnic background, obviously, in this particular Spider-Verse. And she kind of has, like, in the stage look, kind of has like a little look going similar to Storm from X-Men, with a funky looking outfit, nothing like, of course, the Felicia Hardy we know from the other Spider-Verses. And here you have a clash going on with her and her band, and burning the first star right there. And that gets Matt Murdock's attention, obviously. And he six like ninjas out, and ninjas start fighting, battling it out with her cats. And her, it's kind of weird looking. And she basically wants to, in revenge for her father's death, she wants to kill Matt Murdock. Of course, here we have Gwen Stacy, now dressed up as Spider-Gwen. The weird thing is, they're calling her Spider-Woman instead of Spider-Gwen, which is kind of weird. As I've said multiple times, I love Spider-Gwen's look and design, obviously. And now she's fighting Gwen Stacy. Gwen's trying to stop her from making a mistake and killing someone. There, he's sort of like trying to thank her, and she called him Matt Murdock instead of Murdock or whatever because from another verse that she was in, and he ends up mentioning that he actually kind of likes what she called him, but says that she's a little too anxious and stuff. to play basically in his world. And needs to learn, obviously, patience of sorts. In that aspect, he is kind of correct. And yeah, it's kind of weird that he's a criminal in this particular universe. And of course here, you have a couple of characters. At the very end, talking about things from the past, and in this case, the end. And yet this is and that is, of course, review of Spider-Gwen issue number 5. Very interesting particular issue of Spider-Gwen. And I do find interesting how everything's a little different in this particular reality compared to other Spider-Verses, of course. Because Spider-Gwen looks awesome, the whole art direction is awesome, and it's interesting how the development of characters are also very much different than other particular Spider-Verses out there. And I kind of like that. Something more original, a little different to play out. And I like how they're changing up some of the characters, like, for instance, having like a rock group called the Mary Janes, also having, obviously, like Peter Parker became basically the Lizard rather than Doc Connors, and of course, instead becoming Spider-Man, which is all very interesting. And of course, obviously, we have also playing a role in this. It's interesting seeing also Matt Murdock as a bad guy, working as basically right-hand man of the Kingpin. And also Felicia Hardy, a different background and everything, different style about her, not being the Black Cat, of course, having a group like also like Mary Jane Watson. Sorry about the voice. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and give me ideas. Tell me what your favorite Spider-Man comics are, or Marvel comics, or comics in general. Follow me, of course, twitter.com/GokuSunDBZ. And please just give me some ideas. Leave me comments on how you think I might be able to make my reviews better. Since now I'm trying to add a little more personality and a little more of my own view on different things of comic book reviews, to try to give a little bit more thorough take, give more my perspective on things. And I appreciate that comment on one of my past comic book reviews, mentioning to give a little bit more my own personal view instead of trying to stay more neutral. Anyways, see you all here in YouTube land again very soon.